Man, I free agency technically starts today, 4 p.m. Eastern. And honestly, there's just like one question on everybody's mind. Brandon, where do you think Deshaun Watson is going to go?
Jail?
Oh, baby!
JK, he's been cleared of all criminal charges. Cleared. He's not going to jail. I did research during I did my own research during the intro.
Oh.
He's going either to Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans, or Cleveland. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was some really great research.
Yep. I'm so
well
fast.
done. So fast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Grossi Perna Show featuring Brandon Perna, Tom Grossi, and on the street when you're walking down and somebody gives you a look, you just tell them, hey, I watch GPS.
Yes, everybody today, when you're out doing your errands, living your life at the checkout counter, grocery store, the coffee shop, just say, without prompt, I'm a GPS head.
Yep.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, I know who I am. I get navigated through life. You're lost. You're lost. And we're here to navigate. Wow, I got culty real quick. We're here to navigate you.
Join us
through free agency, which starts at 4 p.m. Eastern today, otherwise known as 2 p.m. Mountain Time. That's a weird number.
It's 2 p.m. real time, baby.
That's not
daylight savings forever.
Daylight come and me wanna go home. So yes, say it at the Wendy's drive-thru.
Sir,
what can I get you? I have everything I need. I watch GPS.
This is a Wendy's. Did that originate on The Office?
I don't know.
Because I know Michael Scott is talking to Wendy, and they're like, this is a Wendy's. When I saw it, I was like, is that where that all started? That turn of phrase, if you will?
Yeah, hell yeah. It's Austin 316 day, baby. It's Austin 316. We're going to break it down. There's so much news to talk about. And it really feels like all the things that have happened, it's just the calm before the storm. And it hasn't been calm, but it's like building and building.
A hurricane before a bigger hurricane.
Exactly. It's that movie where George Clooney and Mark Wahlberg die at the end. The perfect storm. Yeah. That's what it is. That movie always made me sad.
I saw that in theaters, actually.
Did you see it in theater? I liked it because of the big waves.
Yeah.
I
liked it because they all died. Spoiler.
Yeah. Scoots. Oh, odds that Scooter flakes on Thursday. Oh, where could you potentially place those odds?
Where can you bet on Scooter Magruder showing up for his job on Thursday? Well, let me tell you, kids, it's DraftKings Sportsbook, America's
Is there a prop bet for that?
Sportsbook app. Always in my heart, DraftKings is.
Yeah.
DraftKings is always in me heart, she is. They said, hey, Perna, you're doing all right for DraftKings, but would you read the ad in an old lady voice from now on? And I said, sure thing, Sonny. Fighting all season long to secure their shot at being crowned champion. And she's kind of British. I don't know. Just as the teams are in pursuit of glory, DraftKings Sportsbook's giving new customers a shot at royalty. Oh, that kind of worked out there.
Wow, that actually really worked out.
On any college basketball game. That's right. It's happening Thursday. The whole tourney starts. You can bet $5 on any college basketball team to win their next game. And if they win,
that's me dribbling.
Pay out $200 into free bets. You're going to get $200 into free bets, kids. And you'll get some of Grammy's famous peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the side. Also,
with crust or no?
I took Grandpa's medication today, and I am not supposed to, so Grandma's a little loopy.
Grandma?
His medication? Drugs. What else we got here? Oh, yeah, and if if you want to play for free in the $1 million March Mania Survivor Pool, you got to do that before tip-off on March 19th. Everyone can play there. It's free. And insane. DraftKings. Code GPS, link in the description. Use the code.
Done.
That's what's important, not my shenanigans.
You know, Brandon, that was a really nice job. I represent the Jacksonville Jaguars. How would you like $3 million?
I'll take it, Jacksonville. I'm going to take that money and run.
So,
not for your football team, but away from your team.
That's it.
Day one of training camp, pulled the hamstring off of my leg, can't play.
True.
Sorry, Jags.
True.
You want to just start with the Jags, Tom?
Let's talk about the Jaguars.
Jagovs?
Let's talk about the Jaguars. I have to say, so I made a couple of vids on the Jaguars yesterday.
I noticed. I noticed.
Just a couple.
They're good. They're good. Watch Tom's videos.
Here's the thing. The more I thought about it, like, it's really not bad for the Jaguars. And here's what I mean for that. It's bad for every other team that has to pay people, but the Jaguars have this excess money, which, quite honestly, they're not really doing a whole lot with. So they're just like, yeah, we're going to raise prices for everybody. And if they work out, cool. If they don't, we had to spend the money anyway. So, like, at this point, let's go get a whole bunch of talent that we definitely overpaid for. But it really doesn't impact us because of them, those contracts are going to go up in the future. So, okay. Hopefully it works.
I don't care about money anymore, Tom. You can't really overpay in today's NFL. Your Packers are the example of that. Oh, we're not going to be able to sign anybody. I'm Tom Grossi. We can't sign anybody this offseason. You signed everyone. All of the players are back, except for Darius right now.
Billy Turner. We still got to clear $7 million in cap space today by 4 p.m.
Oh, they're gonna do it.
I'll extend Jair. Maybe do something with Randall Cobb.
Pulling out of my butt. Oh, cap space. That's how easy it is in the NFL.
Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, like, we're gonna be paying a lot of money down the line, like a lot of money down the line. Like, Aaron Rodgers' cap hit is gonna be like $68 million, like, down the line. So
I hope he retires and just leaves you guys with that.
You know, Perna, I've noticed something. You know, no.
I'm feisty today, Tom.
No. You know, you tweeted out this whole bunch of BS about the Buccaneers and the Packers, building their team just to lose in the playoffs again.
I had to. I was on the toilet.
Listen, you insufferable bastard. Just because you finally have a quarterback, it took one day. It took one day of,
I'm back, baby.
Bridgewater.
Us here to fight.
Teddy Two Tongues, and I'm so sad we can't draft a QB. It took 5 minutes, and you're just like, I'm on top of the world.
Hey, this is my window, Tom, because the Broncos have not played a football game with Russell Wilson, and until they do so, I can live in the clouds. The spirit in the sky, I can be right there.
You were playing Spirit in the Sky earlier. Yes.
It's one of those tweets. I love the handshake emoji, meme, whatever you want to call it. It's so easy. It's just a good way to think of a little jab. And I'm like, damn, the Buccaneers and the Packers are bringing everybody back. And they both did lose. So, kind of true.
You're not even wearing a beanie anymore. Who are you?
I'm the Beanie Boys. Nope. You're right. I'm a Toronto Raptors fan. Ye diggity do.
Nailed it. So yeah, the Jacksonville Jaguars overpaying for a lot of people. But like, this is something that is just not new. I mean, the Miami Dolphins did it with their corners a couple years ago. You look at like the Texans, they do it too. Like, there's a lot of people who get like major contracts that you're like, oh yeah, this is over. But Yeah, it's fine. If it works out, it's fine. If not, then that sucks. But
Wow, that must be a Chargers fan.
whoa, Bulaka back with a fitty.
Yeah, Clutter LR. What are we gonna give Clutter for that fitty?
I mean,
oh,
he's a Chargers
I
fan.
know. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I mean, come on, Perna.
Wow.
Go Chargers, go.
That's for you too. You got that fitty.
Yeah, that's also true.
Okay.
All right, here's the thing with the Jags. Okay,
nope, we're gonna.
We'll get to the point here one day. Why the reason people are poo-pooing on Jacksonville is because they paid Christian Kirk a lot of money. They just went. They're like, this is the guy we want. We're gonna give him a boatload of money. We don't care because Devontae Adams got tagged. Allen Robinson's not going to come play for us again, or is he? No, he's not. So we're gonna pay Christian Kirk. And then they went and they signed Zay Jones. And I don't know if they overpaid for Zay Jones because, like, that's just kind of the market when free agents get out there, like $10 million for a receiver a year, whatever. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you don't know if they overpaid for Zay Jones?
No, because he actually played pretty well for the Raiders once he was involved in the offense at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm. You think, like, I like Zay Jones. Don't get me wrong.
It's
buddy.
It's 3 years, $30 million. It's like it's $10 million a year.
What is MVS gonna get?
Be like $230 million next year.
What is MVS gonna get? MVS is gonna get like $12 million at that point. If you're looking at Zay Jones and MVS, right?
Same guy in my eyes.
Continue with your point. Continue.
MVS had Aaron Rodgers. Zay Jones, after Ruggs left, after Darren Waller got hurt, he emerged as a decent receiver. I'm not saying he's going to do any. Here's the other issue, though, is the Jaguars thinking Zay Jones is better than DJ Chark.
Yeah.
So the Lions get DJ for a year. That's a nice little grab for Detroit, but
10 mil.
DJ underrated. They have LaVisca Chenault, who's very good. It doesn't matter which receivers go to Jacksonville if Trevor Lawrence doesn't get better. So, what are we talking about overpaying for him? Like, maybe they could have gotten $1 million less a year for him. Like, I don't care about the money ever again.
Let me put it this way.
In the NFL.
Let me put it this way, buddy. Let me put it this way. Do you think the market for Zay Jones was so robust that the Jaguars couldn't literally wait and be like, oh, yeah, let's wait till next week? There's I don't think there was ever going to be a bidding war.
Trip Baalke's not the brightest light
Zay Jones.
For
Zay Jones.
Lighthouse.
And again, he's a fine player. But I'm saying, you don't think he can wait till next week and be like, oh, yeah. I don't think there's a bidding war going on for Zay Jones. Like, I don't think that, like, all the people who need wide receivers, like, Zay Jones is available. I don't think any of that is happening.
No, but maybe the Raiders were interested in bringing him back. If you like the guy,
you miss out on him. Okay. Like, you missed out on him. Okay. Again, the Jaguars, I'm still under, like, this doesn't mean anything for, like, this doesn't actually hurt them because the worst thing that they did is they burned money that they had anyway.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because they're not contenders right this second. It's not going to happen this season. So it's okay. But going, like, further down the line, now all these contracts are going to have, like, a new ceiling. So it's like, well, Zay Jones got this, so my middle of the pack wide receiver should get at least that. So, like, that's going to be the problem. So Trent Baalke can just sit there and be like, yeah, I'll throw whatever money at them because I don't really care because the cap's going to go up. I'm going to get more money next time, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they could have maybe went after a guy like Juju or who else is available still?
Who is their number one wide receiver? Because the thing is, they paid Christian Kirk number one wide receiver money.
He's got to be their guy.
He has to be their guy.
It would have been DJ Chark had they brought him back, but he got hurt last year. LaVisca, like, the Jags are like, all of our wide receivers are going to be at best number 2 wide receivers. We're going to try this. Like, Evan Ingram.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if they've watched him try to catch.
He made the Pro Bowl over Robert Tonyan 2 years ago, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's got a little bit of an upside. He's athletic, but you probably could have draft a tight end or a receiver.
It's a good tight end class. Yeah.
And like they pick so early in the draft. I mean, they're going to grab a tackle, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
But
they'll go Neal.
Top of the second round, you probably get a really good receiver still. That's why you kind of look at it and criticize. But two guys I like are what they did on the defensive side of the ball. In the guys' names I will never be able to say. Florenzo Fatukasi for the defensive line coming out of New York. That's a nice signing. And Foye,
yes, that is a very good signing.
The Falcons linebacker. Shout out to Phantasm ASMR. Big Falcons fan in the Patreon meetings. High on that linebacker. So I think those are two sneaky good signings for the defensive side of the ball. But, I mean, the Jags had money. They brought in a bunch of guys. It's hard to say. Like, here's the thing with Jacksonville. Can they be worse? Not really.
No.
Not really. First pick 2 years in a row. Woo.
Yeah. That's it. There you go.
Oh, an icon amongst men. Yeah.
Watch. There you go.
Back to the good years.
That's it.
Connor.
Okay. Now that for some reason that wasn't clicking to me, and I was like, was he calling your content bad for years? I didn't understand. Then I was like, no, he meant the Broncos. Got it.
Hey, you can say it fair. Either way, it's fair.
Got it. So that's gonna be really awkward when you finish 7-10 this year, huh?
Try 11-5.
7-10.
11-6. I don't know how the math.
7-10.
Anymore. 12-5. That's.
I don't even know what your schedule is. I don't even know what it is. 7-10.
It's actually not bad. We get the AFC South.
Oh, that's not fair. Fine. Yeah. So Jaguars paying lots of people lots of money. Yep. That's what's going on there. I'm sure they're not done, but we'll see. Because again, don't start till 4 p.m. And what we were alluding to before, the hurricane before the bigger hurricane is really all about this Deshaun Watson news. So the title of the show, jumping into that, because the Deshaun Watson news has really taken over. And when there's rumors coming out saying that other QBs and teams are waiting to see what Deshaun Watson is going to do, it makes a lot of sense because those teams that you mentioned before, so the Panthers, the Saints, the Browns, the Falcons, they may be in the market for a QB regardless if it's going to be Deshaun Watson or not. So if Deshaun Watson doesn't pick their team, then they're going to be going after somebody else.
Sorry, Cameron. Yeah, Watson's the domino. We know that the Panthers, the Saints, and the Browns have submitted their trade offers to the Texans, and the Texans have accepted such trade offers. So Atlanta apparently going all out for Deshaun. They're gonna give him the best presentation of any of the teams, which I've seen. Deshaun from Georgia or Atlanta or some shit. He was the Falcons ball boy. So he's got a relationship with team owner Arthur Blank, who is going to write him a blank check. Movie
when
reference.
He was a ball boy.
Ball boy. I mean, Blank, I heard, gave him a check back when he was a ball boy. He said, in the future, good job, Tom. You made him laugh out loud.
It's a choice.
So that meeting's happening this morning. I don't know how. If I'm Watson, I wait another day to make the decision just to mess with Twitter.
If I'm I'm not. I'd go with the Saints.
The Saints are apparently still the front runner.
Yeah, the Saints. I mean, the Browns are up there though. I mean, like the Browns.
I'd go to Cleveland if I were Deshaun.
Yeah, it's the Browns or the Saints, but I think if you want to win, championships and at least have KK, I do want to talk about Baker. We'll talk about
Baker's
Cleveland.
future in Cleveland is effed.
Yes. Oh, it's done.
So hard.
Well, again, it's an awkward situation for him to be in. But again, just going back to Deshaun Watson, I am curious, and I do want to hear from those fans because I've heard like mixed things. Like if you're a Panthers fan or a Saints fan or a Browns fan, or even a Falcons fan, is there like kind of like this weird like, yeah, Deshaun Watson as a football player would be great. Like he's a phenomenal player, like really good, top 5 QB, arguably when he's on the field. But like there's that,
yeah. Like, you gotta let part of your soul die. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, you know what? We're selling that son of a gun. Like I truly believe if Jerry Jones didn't pay Dak, they would be in the running for Dak. Like they would be in the running for Deshaun Watson.
100%.
He's like, this is how I buy a Super Bowl. This is how I buy it.
They probably should be anyway. Just use Dak as part of the trade.
True.
But here's, I guess, like Atlanta's weird, right? Because they let Russell Gage go. He signs with the Buccaneers. That's a nice signing for Tampa Bay. So that's why they'll beat the Packers in the playoffs. But they let Russell Gage go. So the Falcons' only ball catcher right now really is rookie tight end. Oh my God. Why is my mind going blank?
Good.
Hold on. How long will it take for me to remember a player I've talked about hundreds of times?
Oh, good. Just keep on talking.
Oh my God. Tom, help me here.
Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope.
Pitts. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, look at the chat, you cheater.
Kyle Pitts.
You're a big old cheater.
No, I
really?
didn't even look
How
at
could
the
you
chat.
forget Scooter's man crush? Come on now.
Kyle Pitts is their only ball catcher, except for Olamide Zacharias Zacchaeus.
Suck it to me.
Z for Zachariah.
Great book. Great book.
Remember that one?
I do.
Was that elementary school for you? Z for Zachariah?
No, I never actually read it in school. My mom was an English teacher and made her kids read it. And she was like, you should read this. And I did.
Oh, yeah. We read that in elementary school. I liked it. It was about an apocalypse.
I know.
So
I read it.
Not a good time to read that. All right. But I think if Watson goes to Atlanta, that there'll be some receiver moves very shortly after. Maybe Allen Robinson. I think Watson wants to bring Will Fuller with him wherever he goes. So I don't know how Atlanta does it with money or whatever. Again, I don't care. I do not care. Atlanta, what they can offer that's appealing to Houston anyway, is they have the 8th pick in the draft.
Yep.
So next to Carolina, that's the best that Houston will get. Again, I don't think that matters. Like, I don't think Deshaun Watson's like, I'm going to get the team that I hate the best offer.
Yeah.
Even though after everything he's been through, he should be happy they're still willing to accommodate him and his wishes. But yeah, so I don't think it's like as destitute as we think right now. It's fun to make fun of Atlanta because they don't have any receivers. Like, their big signing was bringing back Younghoe Koo, who everybody loves.
Love him. Get his money. Get that money.
He's going to score so many points for them if they
He's going to
don't get
score all those.
Watson. And they can draft a receiver at 8. They probably have bigger needs, but that's why it would work there. You're right. I think we both like the Saints just because of their defense, and there's a couple nice weapons on offense already, solid offensive line. And maybe, after a year, Sean Payton comes back. I don't know, but
that's interesting.
I want him to be in the South because I do not want the Bucks to just have a cakewalk. You know what I mean? Like,
I get you.
Give them some damn competition.
See, I thought they were just signing Foreman as a backup, but that would, can you imagine they trade CMC as part of that package?
God. Yeah, they're trying to get rid of him bad.
I mean, he's always hurt.
Just the last 2 years.
Yeah.
All the years before that, so not hurt.
So great, though.
So
when he's on the field, he's amazing. But the past 2 years, no good. No bueno. So.
That's funny, Garen. Kyle Pitts, we love him up here in Montana. I like the cut of his jib. Yee doggy. We're all rednecks up
in Colorado, they don't apparently know his name. So,
no,
but yeah, we'll see where Deshaun Watson winds up going. I think that is going to be like the biggest news we're going to see. We'll talk about the Packers and stuff, but I do want to talk about Baker Mayfield because Baker Mayfield heading into this offseason, there was a lot up in the air of like, what are they going to do with him? Obviously last year he played injured like the entire season, in which his arm was falling off and still gutted through it. A lot of times did not look good. There's a lot of injuries on the offense too. So, it's not all on him, but like that Packers game, for example, throwing all those picks and turnovers and all that great stuff. I think that there was definitely some like, maybe bring him back for like one more year, see how it goes. But Baker Mayfield coming out last night, releasing a statement, and he said like, there's no hidden meeting in this or anything like that. But I think he just knows that his time is running short in Cleveland. And I think with the Browns obviously pursuing Deshaun Watson, it's evident that he's going to be gone soon, regardless of if they get Watson or not.
Yeah. Like when you bring in a quarterback who's got this really big cloud over him right now, and you're like trying to go all in to get him, and you're the other quarterback that the organization drafted first overall, got him their first playoff appearance and win ever, basically, or at least since the new Browns, like he's done a lot for that franchise, been through some waves of terrible head coaching stints. So he put in his time, deserves to be treated a little better. But in the NFL, if a team thinks they can upgrade the quarterback position, you gone.
Oh,
you gone. It doesn't matter what you have done. It's all irrelevant. I guess like if Baker, let's say they cut him, who's the team that's going to be in on Baker Mayfield? The Colts, maybe?
I will be very honest. I take Baker Mayfield over Jimmy G. I take a healthy Baker Mayfield over Jimmy G. 100%. I think that they're a very similar type of player. And if you can give Baker that offensive line, he already has the run game, with JT, he had it with Chubb and he had it with Hunt. I think he could be good. I just don't. I think, again, he does get injured, does have a turnover issue. But I think if you're in need for a quarterback and Baker Mayfield becomes available, you swing for that 100%. Not like, drastically overpay, but you take a shot on him. Yeah. Because I think if you do it with Jimmy G, like you're basically getting a similar guy. I mean, how many times is Jimmy G is just like, you know what? I'm just going to throw some interceptions that are going to potentially cost us the game or allow the other team to get back in.
Yeah. And both guys played through injuries last year. So, you could be hoping that healthy, they are better than what we saw last season. And better for Jimmy G. He was in the championship game. He's been to a Super Bowl.
Oh, I gotta give John an RIP Raise Ramon.
Give it.
The bad guy. Yeah, I figured. A little fitzy, right? So, yeah, I mean, people were hitting me up too, and they were like, there you go. Brandon, don't want anyone but Baker. Change the call. I mean, I remember when he got drafted, and a lot of people were like, why? Like, why was he the number one overall guy? And everything that came out was like the locker room. Is that he's the guy who's going to change the locker room, make it better, etc. And I think he is a nice dude. I think that he is a good dude for like any team that he goes to. So that's why like he'll get another shot.
Yeah. He's earned one. So he's earned an extension with the Browns, but
I don't think so, Zachary. He could, but I don't think so.
He almost had one too. But decided to play this year. Banked on himself. And it didn't work.
Didn't work out.
But it works for guys. It happens. There's a lot of guys last year played on one-year deals getting paid. It's the Browns. I don't know what they're doing. Obviously, if they get Watson, then you're like, okay, the plan worked. But they let their center go too.
JC Treader.
Yeah.
He's like, you're the president of the NFLPA? Get out.
Yeah. They're like, oh, this guy's got too much integrity. If we get Watson, can't keep him around. Can't keep him around.
Be a conflict of interest. We just can't have that.
Like,
yeah.
So now there's this really good center available to whoever wants that.
Jarvis Landry obviously gone.
Yeah, Landry leaves.
They got Cooper. They got Donovan People-Jones. Like they still
I
have
like
like
EVP. Yeah.
they still got like the best running tandem like in the league. They definitely have the pieces. I think Deshaun Watson puts them over the top. Like I think Deshaun Watson, that team is gonna be nasty. Like they're gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Because Deshaun Watson just can do more than Baker Mayfield can.
Oh, and he would help the defense so much. Like there's so much talent on the Browns' defensive side of the football.
Yeah.
And we're like, why isn't the defense better? It's because they weren't getting any complimentary offense.
Raiders just released Carl Nassib.
Ooh. Wow.
Didn't he have like some good plays last year?
Yeah.
And was it the first one? Was it week 1 where he came in clutch and like wound up helping sealing the game?
He's a good like rotational depth piece for your defensive line.
True.
But I mean, they've got Max Crosby, so
they do. Yeah.
You don't need really. You can do whatever you want on the other side. But yeah, let's see here. 2 sacks for Carl Nassib last season. Just 264 snaps, which was down from the season before. But
yeah, the Browns are cutting Hooper. Yeah, post June.
Oh, I saw that too.
Which is interesting too. Like, do you remember? Because this wasn't that long ago when they brought on Hooper and it was like, oh, Njoku is gone, and then they were like, no, now we want to keep Njoku and we want to get rid of Hooper. Yeah. Like they handled that so wrong and so poorly.
Yeah, the Browns are starting to look like the Browns again. You got to take those glowing eyes off of Stefanski and the GM because they're not so hot. It's like
they're just making weird moves. I just don't really get it. And like you said, like I love that defense. Like, good God, Greg Newsome, Denzel Ward. Like, oh, I love that. For the secondary, you look at, of course, you have Myles Garrett who's on the line. I think they have a very solid team. And are they a quarterback away? Let me put it this way. If Deshaun Watson goes there, yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends on also what they give up, too. If they just give up draft capital, like if they do a deal where it's just like, 3 first-round picks, that's it, that's a win. Like that is 100% a win. I don't think if you're the Texans, though, you like that deal. Like it's a late pick. You don't like it. I mean, like it's not the earliest of picks, and it's not going to get any better. So
they should have kept Landry and Hooper, and that should have been part of the trade package.
Yeah.
We give you these picks and Austin Hooper. That's okay. We'll take Hooper in Houston. We'll give you Landry. Oh, yeah. We love a guy like Landry. Seems like they did it backwards.
Yeah, I mean, Hooper was overpaid, which is why I was like, okay, Njoku's going to go. And it just didn't work out. I thought Njoku was good a couple years ago. And I was like, oh, they're going to just roll with him. And then they didn't. I wanted the Packers to go out and get him. And now here's the thing. The Packers also wanted Hooper a time ago. So who knows if they're going to go for him, because who knows what's going to happen with Robert Tonyan. Because the Packers, there's going to be a lot of Packers news that's going to happen today because they have to get under the cap. So we might hear things about Randall Cobb, a Jair Alexander extension. We'll hear about Rasul Douglas. We'll hear about a bunch of guys.
They trade Jair Alexander to the Denver Broncos.
Because you don't have any good corners?
We got a lockdown in Pat Surtain. We got Ron Darby. Throw in Jair. We'll see you in the Super Bowl.
We're not going to do that, right? We're just going to extend.
Yeah, you're not going to be in the Super Bowl. Sorry.
Okay. Perna,
the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Hey, Perna. I got a question for you.
Sure.
You see, you might have been paying attention. I don't know. But last year, I made a bet with one Scooter Magruder.
Oh, yeah. If I'm going to do some bets, I do it through draft.
No. Take it down. No. This is not transition. This is not a transition. You can transition after I'm... No! You can transition after I'm done. I bet you that the Green Bay Packers go further this season than the Denver Broncos.
What's the bet?
What are you thinking?
French kiss?
What? That doesn't sound like a wait.
One of us wins and one of us loses. Or we both win, or we both lose. Let's make a bet where it's bad for both of us, no matter what happens.
Just go back to the DraftKings. Just go back.
And DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. This is where you get your real bets. I don't think they do French kiss bets on DraftKings, at least not yet.
Sam Darnold's like, damn it.
When DraftKings gets my weekly email of cool bet ideas, maybe we'll see French kiss coming up soon. But right now, we got a little bit of college b-ball heading into some sort of crazy tournament, aptly named About a Month and About a Mental Condition. You can put the two together because new customers can get a shot at royalty with 40-1 odds.
April Anarchy
on any college b-ball game. You bet $5 on a college b-ball team to win. If they win, DraftKings will pay out $200 in free bets. When you sign up, you just got to use code GPS. You got to click that link in the description.
Do it.
And like earlier, I suggested you go to the store. You just tell the cashier, I'm a GPS head. Then tell them also code GPS.
Please.
Say code GPS. And they'll be like, what code? Be like, promo code. Like, what are you talking about? And say, I used it at DraftKings. And then run out of the store. Pay first. Don't grab your groceries. Just run out.
Or you just tell them, I have a coupon code. And they're like, oh, okay. And you just go GPS.
It won't let me enter it. Something's wrong with your store. I put in code GPS. That means my groceries are free.
Accurate.
Yes. And speaking of free, they've got the free-to-play pool, the Survivor pool for March Mania.
Yes.
You must enter before tip-off on March 19th. But check it out at DraftKings because they love you.
So I want to know what we're gonna do with this bet. I'm gonna have to sit on this one because this is. You're interested in that bet though?
I'll mess around with that bet.
Okay, mess around with that bet. Okay, mess around with that bet.
Even though I've got much tougher competition in the AFC, I'm going to take it. I believe Russell Wilson turned me into a believer.
Good. Okay, I'll just sit on that one. Maybe we'll get some help from the audience. We'll get some stuff there.
That'd be a good bet.
Did it like Detroit did Stafford? Dude, no. Detroit was just like
they did him a favor.
They killed him for years, and then they were like, "You're free, my son."
Yeah,
and then you heard the Free Willy Michael Jackson song.
Yeah. You're free, my son. I stepped up out of that. You're free, my son.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's Michael Jackson.
That's not
same old song. I'm a free, my son. Same old song. I'm a free, my son.
It's not the song I was thinking about. It was
I'm talking about the free, my son in the mirror. Because you know he's bad. He's bad. That's why you gotta free my son. Because he's bad. He's bad. Fun fact.
Awkward.
4th or 5th grade talent show. I was one Michael Jackson dancing to Bad.
You could moonwalk?
Not very good, but this was right when all the controversy started to happen. And
I agree with Mason. I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to win anything. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to win things. What would it take for the Vikings to just choke in the playoffs? But you'd have to be there first. So that's the problem. So
you know another team that's doing nothing.
Not bad enough.
Bears. What are the Bears doing?
Hey, they're losing, guys.
Yeah, watching Adam Rank tweet about trying to be patient with the Bears. It's very funny. Ooh. Perna must draw a Rodgers jersey. Oh, interesting.
So that when they lose in the playoffs or they don't make it to the playoffs, just do a whole video straight face of like, this is why I wanted Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh.
That's rough.
I guess the equivalent would be Tom talking about how
why I wanted Jordan Love
is so much more clutch in the playoffs than Aaron Rodgers.
No, it'd be railing against Rodgers and saying why I wanted to keep Love and let Rodgers go.
Should have let Rodgers go so you guys could have acquired Russell Wilson.
But then people know I'm joking.
Well,
got it. Oh, look at that. What's happened with the Texans?
Swedish.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. GPS fan for life. I think
Oh,
the
you
Texans
played ball with Chad Johnson and Steve Smith?
That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Wow.
I mean, we just talked about the Texans, but I think that they're just they're looking for like the best price possible. I don't even know if they're looking for a QB in return. I wouldn't if I'm honestly, it'd just be draft capital.
Yeah, I think they got to see. I mean, Davis Mills was good.
Got a long neck.
Here's a fun fact about Davis Mills.
Brontosaurus.
Here we go. Because I'm looking for reasons as to why J.C. Jackson isn't that good of a signing for the Chargers. Okay. And the highest passer rating he allowed last season was against one Davis Mills. Gave up a touchdown, a passer rating of 141.4, 4 catches for 90 yards. So Texans got Davis Mills. Oh, flatulent one. If they both exit in the first round, Tom and I will have to do some sort of live stream. And
we just cry in each other's arms.
Yeah. About how football doesn't make any sense.
Dude, AFC West, the Chiefs are still contenders 100%, but like they have legitimate threats in the Chargers and the Broncos. The Raiders, I'm so sorry. Like I'm so sorry.
The Raiders, if you went to like I don't know, the AFC South, you could probably win the division, but it's the Chiefs are still very, very good, but they just have better competition now in the division. So
that's what I want to see, Brooke. I want to see the Bengals steal all of Tom Brady's rings.
Yeah, he's not, but that'd be nice.
Listen, I think Perna would like D&D. I do.
No.
I think he would.
I don't like using my imagination anymore.
Oh, okay. What do you think the Bears should be trying to do this season? Quentin, no, you nailed it right on the head. It's all developing fields. That's it. That is your only job this year. You're probably not going to be great. Your team is not going to be good. But next year, you have like $1 gajillion in cap space. So it's all about Fields and finding out if he's the guy, and don't let him get murdered back there. That is your only job if you're a Chicago Bears fan. That's it. That's all it is. Speaking of, real quick, talking about screwing people over, you want to talk about the Broncos and Cowboys real quick?
Yeah. So wish Cowboys fans, you got swished on, not just dunked on. We hit a 3 from the half court line when we stole Randy Gregory from under your dumb little Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. You're trying to hug him. Bring him home. And then Jerry throws this contract back in your face.
Jerry!
About if you're suspended, a lot of your guarantees go away.
Which apparently that's normal for the Cowboys in their contracts. That's what I was reading. And so, like, I don't know if they're just like freaking out. Right now, the Jets, it says, according to Over the Cap, they have $44 million.
The Jets? Wow.
Yeah. Wait, what the hell? What are they spending their money on, bud?
Randy Gregory's agent lives here in Denver.
Yeah, he does.
I know him. I've been to his home.
Really?
I don't know. I don't have any inside info about this.
Been to his house?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes. I know people.
Was it a sex party?
Yeah. He offers me up to potential players the Broncos might want to sign.
Oh.
I am a whore.
Hey.
Football.
Hey, you make a living.
Yes.
There's no judgment here. There's no judgment.
But when he comes out and says the language in the contract is language he's never seen in a contract before, I believe my Denver guy over the Cowboys and Jerry Jones and their PR team. So show us another contract that has the same language. Show us.
Interesting.
Show us.
Interesting.
So it's the same money. It's actually
Which is
a
just
pretty good
funny.
deal for Gregory, who I read a great article about him and what he's done to overcome his addictions,
Yep.
depression. Talked about openly about his mental health issues, around how he was coping with, his personal problems. And I think that's kind of what we forget when guys start to get suspended for, whatever it is. Usually it's like substance related, right? We forget about the human element where there's this person maybe going through some tough stuff.
Sure.
And I'm as guilty as anybody where you just run to the joke or whatever. But sober 3 years now and very high pressure rate. Didn't play a full season yet, so he's well rested. I think it's a solid signing for the Broncos. My only concern now, because I really want to be able to poke fun at Scooter on Thursday, but if they sign Von Miller,
that's gonna be a blow. Yeah, it's not gonna be good, buddy.
It's gonna hurt because they're very interested in him. Von Miller has a home in Texas, from Texas. We'll see. Well, peanut butter and honey every time. I messed with some PB and honey when I had the butt flu a week ago. So, yeah, it was the first thing I could eat.
Nailed it. Colts with the Eagles, as well as the Titans, proposing some new overtime rules. The Colts and Eagles, they suggested that both teams get to possess the ball. The Titans, a little bit of a weird one. Both teams possess the ball unless a TD and a 2-point conversion is scored, which I think makes absolutely no sense, because then the team can just go down the field, score a touchdown, and kick the extra point and win. So I don't like that at all. Again, I don't like either of these. I think if you're going to do it, you play another quarter. Play a shortened quarter, make it 10 minutes, what have you. Ooh. Kermit the Frog here. I'd probably do Kermit.
One. What's Fozzie the Bear sound like?
Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me, Fozzie the Bear.
Pretty good.
Ozzy, you been smoking cigarettes again?
Yeah, I got this pack of Winston's from my dad, and ever since then I couldn't stop. My dad actually went out for the pack of cigarettes and came back and gave me the pack of cigarettes.
It sounds like you're addicted to nicotine, Ozzy. You should get some help.
Also, I like cocaine. I have to.
Sound real messed up, buddy. Sound real messed up.
Where is the brothel, Kermit?
Fozzie, I think that this is a little bit beyond my pay grade.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing.
You got your family.
My family hates me because I'm a disappointment.
All right, that sounds accurate.
I'm going to start a YouTube channel.
I love how it's like morphing into Batman, but Batman's here.
My family is dead, and now I fight for justice. I am Fozzie the Bear.
Yep.
So there are still some top available.
How do you feel about the overtime thing, Part?
I don't care anymore.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I don't mind for the playoffs, each team getting a possession, regardless. I don't want to see it in the regular season.
No.
I was a fan of sudden death. I didn't like when they changed it the first time.
See, I actually didn't mind that because the field goal I think was too easy. But yes, flatulent. Yes.
Yeah. I am all for ending games quickly.
You just want to go to bed.
Season, you're like, oh God, this game's going on an extra 20 minutes. I just want to work. So I always look at it. How does this affect me personally?
Honestly, I would wear a Cutler jersey just like out because Cutler is one of the greatest Green Bay Packers quarterbacks ever. So that was fine. Yeah, I don't know what the Patriots. Speaking of the Patriots, what the hell are the Patriots doing? They let J.C. Jackson go. They're freaking saying, "Oh yeah, here's Shaq. Have a good bye-bye." I don't know what the hell they're doing. But
somebody needs to tell Belichick Tom Brady's not his quarterback anymore.
I just want to help him.
You can't just do whatever you want. Keep the good players for a fifth, too. A fifth
For a
round.
fifth.
Jack Mason. Amari Cooper just gets a fifth. Like, why would you, like, if I'm an NFL team, I stockpile fifth round draft picks and then just go out there and trade a bunch of fifths for very good players. I have 9 fifth round picks. Give me
Mac Jones. Give me and they just so Mac Jones is a good player. There you go. It's done.
What was that? What were you? Hello.
You just go somewhere, bud, for a second?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I was going to name players I should get for a fifth round draft pick, and then I can't remember any players anymore. Give me DK Metcalf for a fifth.
Ooh. Honestly, he might say yes. Like, I know he has no say in it, but he'd just be like, Seahawks, please. Like, just let me go.
Give me TJ Hawkinson for a fifth. Give me Fred Warner for a fifth.
Can I get TJ Watt?
You can get you got to get a fourth. Going to be a fourth for TJ.
We have an extra fourth. We have a comp pick. So, yeah, I will happily do that. 100%. Yeah.
All right. So, once Watson moves, I think you see Terran Armstead, number 1 tackle available. Maybe Armstead's like, is Watson going to come to New Orleans? Because if so, maybe I want to stay here. Maybe I want to stay here. You've got Chandler Jones, still hasn't signed. Von Miller still hasn't signed. Allen Robinson could be going with Watson. We mentioned that. Jadeveon Clowney's available. OBJ's available. Stephon Gilmore girls available. Zadarius Smith. I would take Zadarius Smith over Jadeveon Clowney.
Who wouldn't?
You've got Tyrann Mathieu and Bobby Wagyu.
The Honey Badger. You going to get anyone else, Brandon Perna, or are you just going to stick with aging pass rushers?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, you got Randy Gregory, if Vaughn comes back, like, you're just getting like old guys who can like kind of run after the quarterback.
I don't think the Broncos are going to get Vaughn, but
if the Cowboys do, I will cackle just because it will be the perfect eye for an eye.
Yeah, I actually want center JC Treader now. I want the Broncos to go get me that center.
10 great things about the winner's team. See, the thing is, I'd be way too sarcastic for that. I'd be like, you guys were really good at picking bad quarterbacks for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Like we would turn that in. Like it would just Jets 2 first picks. Oh.
What are they? They're picking at what? 4 and 10?
Is Mekhi Becton the guy? Like it I don't know.
Good if he can stay healthy.
I build up the O-line. I draft another O-lineman probably. I just build up the lines. I do that. Maybe you go get a wide receiver with the second one. Like maybe, you get an elite guy because you have Mims has not been the guy.
The Jets in free agency, I think, are doing a decent job so far too. Let me see here. LM. Let me
Ravens. Yeah, not a lot of teams spend money on safeties. Like safety is usually like one of those like very underrated, don't get very highly paid positions. But if they're able to maintain a good defense and actually stay healthy, I think they'll be okay.
Right. So Jets, they signed Laken Tomlinson, so they already started to upgrade their offensive line. They extended Braxton Berrios 2-year, $12 million deal. Love that move for them. They grabbed CJ Uzomah. That was huge. Tight end CJ Uzomah. They take him from Cincinnati. That gives Zach Wilson a very nice pass-catching tight end. And DJ Reed. So they take Seattle's corner, who played very well last year. So they add a corner. And here's another one, corner Jordan Whitehead, weakening the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I like that as well. I think like the Jets kind of did what the Jags were trying to do, but I think they hit on most of those guys.
Yeah.
So I like what the Jets are doing. I don't know what their biggest
CJ Uzomah, baby. CJ Uzomah.
I do like that. I would use that 10th pick on best available receiver. And They grabbed a couple corners.
At 4, I mean, like, you could have guys slide down, but if you could get, like, Thibodeau or Hutchinson, if they fall to 4, then you definitely get one of those guys. 100%. Because, I mean, it's a possibility that they do. You never know. Like, if teams get super desperate, you never know.
Yeah, they'd probably go edge if one of those guys falls. Who's the third one? Who's the third big? Let's see here. Draft, edge.
I still want Allen Robinson, even though we can't afford anybody. But if we do Jair Alexander and then restructure Randall Cobb, we could actually be in the plus. So, LQ says Hutchinson is ours. No, you're going to draft a quarterback. You're not. I want you to. Just eat knees. Just eat them all.
Yeah. You can get George Karlaftis and damn it, Seymour.
If you're the Jets, do you go after Zadarius Smith?
That'd be a nice ad.
I think that there's a lot of teams that could be in the market for Zadarius Smith. I think there's a lot because again, he's fully healthy now, and he's a difference maker, and he's another locker room guy too. Like he completely changed the energy of the Packers when he came in. You know, like after he got picked up, like he completely changed the energy. I mean, people are talking about him going back to the Ravens, but yeah, both of us featured in the RBT vid. That's
32
right.
YouTubers mock draft. Check it out.
I was there.
The RBT.
Yeah, you got Lucas Patrick. He's a solid player. He's definitely a solid player. I'm not gonna like seeing him on the Bears. It's gross.
The Bears.
It's just gross. But what was he? There was one other thing I wanted to talk about. I forgot where it would go. Oh, Jimmy Garoppolo is who I wanted to talk about real quick. Do you still think the Colts are like that's going to be the number one thing? Because that's where I've been leaning the entire time. That's the person I've been leading. Good God.
Yeah.
Jimmy G, the Colts. Oh boy.
I mean, the Colts, they tried to acquire Deshaun Watson, and the Texans were like, no.
I just would imagine the Colts showed up in a fake mustache, and they were like, oh, hello. Can you
we're the Baltimore Colts. Don't have
yes.
to worry about us.
We are not in your division, no.
And
No.
we're from Norway, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, it's very cold up here. Brr! Give us Deshaun Watson.
But then they're like, but you don't have a team. Then you just run.
Nah.
I think that's exactly how that went.
But honestly, if I'm the Colts, I get Gardner Minshew. I would take Minshew over Jimmy G, honestly. The money is a lot cheaper. They're
Money will be
probably
cheaper.
Draft a guy anyway. Minshew's not going to be threatened by them drafting somebody. I don't think Jimmy G would be either, but give me Gardner over Jimmy G right now. He's just as good, and he doesn't turn the ball over as much.
That last game, he looked so bad.
I don't care about that game. I don't care.
So you're saying you would give up Russell Wilson for Gardner Minshew right now?
I didn't say that. The Colts don't have Russell Wilson.
That's what you said. You said right now you would totally just, you know what, flat out cut Russell Wilson to get Gardner Minshew. Perna, you can't tell me that would be like the highest viewed video ever. Like, it's a catch-22, bud. Like, I've learned this the hard way. Like, when my team suffers, the channel does so well. So, like, you know, I'm never going to root for against my team because I want the Packers, but it's a nice consolation prize.
Okay, yeah, give me the crazy stuff to happen. All of it.
Garen, honestly, you could potentially go and sign with the Jaguars. They might give you a few $1 million, so they might do that. But we did it, Perna.
Whew!
We did it. What do you got coming out today, buddy?
I don't know.
It's a great
Probably free agency. Hopefully, every team's best and worst free agent signing, or I've got this AFC. Like, I'm just kind of waiting to complete these videos. I'm in limbo, like all these teams trying to figure out what Deshaun Watson's going to do. But I'll have something up today.
Perna,
What?
There's a very interesting tweet from the Houston Texans.
Oh God.
It's weird.
Right on cue, Houston.
It says nothing to report yet, but Nick sent us this photo. And it's just him on the phone.
Oh my God.
That's it. That's all it is.
Houston Texans. Who the hell? They don't even show up when I search them. Nothing to report. Okay.
That's a weird, like, now they just know. They're like, you know what? Now we're just gonna mess with them a bit.
You know what that tells me? Their social media team is just as bad as their owner.
Hold on. This is the right one? Yeah, there you go. That's the picture in question. It's a large wedding ring. It's a large wedding band.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, hey, let's speculate here, Tom.
I think he uses pomade. It might be gel. It looks wet. His hair does look very moist. That's not what we're speculating about?
He stopped changing his hairstyle in the early 2000s.
It does look like a stock photo. It definitely does. I completely agree.
That's hilarious.
I can see him going for like a third, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe he's talking to the Falcons right now. If Deshaun Watson's there, they don't want to let him out of the building, and they're talking to the Falcons to complete the trade.
Maybe he's on the phone with Deshaun, and he's just like, haha, Raffle, we're not trading you. And he's like, yeah, we already went through an entire year of you just sitting on the bench. We're just going to continue to have that. Done.
Yeah.
Just waste away. So, yeah, if that news breaks, again, that's going to be the domino that's going to do it. There's going to be a ton of Packers news that's going to come out today. Again, maybe a Jair extension. We're going to see how they're going to get under the cap. So there's a lot of things. So, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman confirmed their deal with ESPN.
Wow.
There you go.
The duo stays together.
So, yeah, we'll probably be a Packers video out today. Then whatever craziness cometh our way.
Tom and I confirm our deal with GPS.
We did?
Yep. Confirmed it just now. All right.
Oh, this is really awkward. I know that I confirmed, but I got actually got the same offer from a different show. I'm going to go take that now.
Okay.
I'm going to pull a Randy Gregory.
Oh, you son of a bitch. If I find out the new shows with Scooter, I'm going to lose it.
So, but folks, we appreciate you. Make sure you subscribe to both channels. Show out some love.
Subs all over.
Do it. Folks, thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated.
And you've reached your destination. Take your pants off.